Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today I wanted to talk to you about Instagram TV or IGTV. So it came out approximately about a month ago, and this was before my Thailand trip. So this was around the last week or the second or the third week of July. So what if you haven't tried it already, if you go to Instagram, there's now a new button on the upper right corner which lets you watch Instagram TV videos from different creators and you know, the people that you're following on Instagram. So if you haven't checked out my Instagram, I'm also on IGTV, and I've been putting up some videos out there from my videos. So if you haven't checked out Instagram yet, or my Instagram yet, head on over to instagram.com/imagination.tech and do follow me. And you know, if the Instagram TV or IGTV format suits you, then that would be great. You can you can watch some of my content over there. Now, a little bit about the format for IGTV. Now, the most groundbreaking difference between IGTV and every other video platform is that it is a native vertical video format, meaning meaning that the way you watch Instagram TV is on your phone with your phone in portrait mode, or the way you normally hold onto your phone, which is vertical, and you don't need to rotate your phone to horizontal as you would if you were watching YouTube videos full screen. Now, a lot of people were initially skeptical about the Instagram TV format, the vertical video format, because we've been so used to watching videos in horizontal format, starting with the first television, which broadcasted in 4:3, and then we had widescreen TV, and we also have our cinemas also show videos in really wide screen or in a wide horizontal format. So having videos in a vertical format, that really just put a lot of people out of their comfort zones. But having tried it for a while, having watched some IGTV videos over there, and also having experienced putting some of my content and my videos in IGTV, I would say that the format works. So let's go ahead and talk about the things that I do when I upload a video onto IGTV. So if you're a video content creator, these tips might be useful to you. But if you're just curious, then hang on for the ride. And so this is a little bit behind the scenes of what I do to put out those videos on Instagram TV. Alright, first of all, a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but some of the people I follow on Instagram, what they do is just they probably drag the file that they created for Facebook or for YouTube, which is a horizontal format, and then they just upload that straight onto Instagram TV. Now, this is the worst thing that you can do, because obviously Instagram TV takes takes 1080 by 1920 video format, vertical format. So if you upload a horizontal format, it chops all of those sides. You chop more than half, more than 50% of your content. And if you have text there, that's that full screen text, you basically you won't understand a thing about the video that you're watching when you just do that straight. So what a lot of people do, like Eric Canesti, Team Black Sheep, what they normally do is they rotate their video 90 degrees, so that that their horizontal video is rotated 90 degrees and it becomes a vertical video. Now, that's also acceptable. I've never done that because I don't believe that IGTV is a native vertical format. It's meant to be viewed vertically. So why would you put a video there where you have to rotate your phone? It just defeats the purpose. I think you should create content based on the platform. So that's one thing you can do. It's very quick. So if you have your horizontal video on your phone, there are some apps that you can download and just straight off rotate your videos straight from your phone. But that's not how I roll. It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg. I think I think we should just embrace the vertical format of IGTV. So what I do instead is I scale down. If you're editing your videos, so I scale down the horizontal video so that it fits the horizontal dimensions of IGTV. But then I duplicate that layer beneath that shrunken down layer, and I enlarge this video so that it fills all of those black spaces. And then I put a little blur, a little Gaussian blur, about set it to about 20. And then I have a nice a nice blurred background, but my video, the main part of my video, is right on the center. It's really sharp, and that's how I do for example, my One Pack Wednesdays are done like that. So it's really quick edit, and you can do this really quickly with any of your non-linear editors like Premiere Pro, or if you have a Final Cut. And this is something that you can easily do. So this is still not maximizing the vertical video format, because you still have a horizontal video which you just adjusted and adapted to a vertical video. But so IGTV invites us to think outside the box, quite literally, because the box has really changed from a horizontal video, and now we can go beyond the top of that horizontal video. We have wider latitude when it comes to the top and bottom of the video, because we have it vertical. So when we're shooting like people, right, like a vlog, or talking heads like this one, we always have to consider, when we're shooting horizontal videos, we always have to consider the negative space. And negative space is the space here to my right and here to my left. Now, so negative space has always been something to think about when you're shooting videos. But with IGTV, since the format is vertical, then the negative space just basically changes from left and right to top and bottom. But the good thing is, since our bodies are oriented vertically, so IGTV fits perfectly the head and the body. So what I would do if I was shooting this for Instagram video, or for vertical video, is that I would chop these sides, and then I could have more of my head and body into that shot. So actually IGTV lends itself pretty well if you're shooting yourself, or if you're vlogging, or even if you're just using your phone and shooting yourself with your phone, shooting a video of yourself, then IGTV is the perfect platform to do just that. And since we have all of this negative space or blank space on the top and the bottom of the video, we can now put in a lot more information into our videos. For example, if I'm doing a build video, so previously I had to overlay all the text, all of the additional information about the thing that I'm doing over the video itself. But now I can have the video in the center, and then I could, for example, if I'm doing a build video, I can put the name of the flight controller on top, and I can put all of the specs down below. So it doesn't interfere with the main video. I can have the video in the center, have all of the information on top and the bottom. So that's another thing that we can do with this vertical video format of IGTV. Now, if you've been alive long enough, around 10 or 15 years ago, there was a TV show called 24. Now, what 24 did was it showed multiple perspectives or multiple cameras, because supposedly this was happening like in real time, or in the span of 24 hours. So it would zoom out of the current video or of the current shot, and then it would show you like 3 or 4 different videos of things happening at the same time, and then probably zoom in on a different scene. Now vertical video actually lends itself very well to this concept, because now we can have our main video in the center, and we can put another video on top and the bottom. So let's say, for example, you have a multiple camera setup, like in my Mavic Air review, for example, which I'll show you right now. So if you can see, I can have I have my screen capture in the center, and then I can put the video being captured by my Iron Air, which is this is what I can see from my perspective. And I can also put in there what the Mavic Air sees, or what the Mavic Air is shooting at that time. So I can put all of this together. So instead of switching back and forth between videos, I can now have split screen, show those 3 videos together, and that's great, because I can show a user exactly what's happening at one particular point in time, or at the same time. So that's something that if you try to do it with horizontal videos, it's not going to come out the same. This style actually works better in vertical videos. So another thing that I did in a recent video, which is where I crashed in the chicken coop with my quad. So I showed, I normally show the HD footage from my Runcam 3, but here, because I was putting out for IGTV and outputting it at for vertical video format, I can show the footage from the Runcam 3, I can show the recording from my DVR, and right on top of each other, so that I could show that information, what's happening at the same time. Because previously, what I would do is I would get my HD footage and then overlay the DVR on top of that, so you can see, just see the outside edges of that HD footage. But right at the center, what you're seeing is the overlay from the DVR. But yeah, again, with vertical video format, these two videos are something that you can display at the same time. So your viewer can just switch their eyes depending on what they want to look at. So they can just look at the DVR and look at the HD footage, and they can do this very naturally with just with just their eyes, or they can, with a small enough phone, they can actually just look at it at the same time. So those are just a couple of tips to get you started with IGTV. And one last final tip is that if you have a camera that can shoot 4K, for example, my Mavic Air can shoot 4K, but I'm shooting this right now at 1080p. But normally horizontal video formats, especially if we're just gonna be outputting it to YouTube, it's gonna be 1920 by 1080. But IGTV uses an aspect ratio of 1080 by 1920. So if I crop this video, it's not going to be as high res because I only have like 1080 in height instead of 1920, which IGTV can handle. So I'm not maximizing the resolution that IGTV supports right now. But if you have a 4K camera, then you can, even when you're shooting it, or you can already foresee how you're gonna take that shot if you're going to output it for both horizontal and for vertical video format. So you can just shoot wide, you can just shoot this whole scene, and or you can shoot beyond the scene, and then you can just crop down to 1080p for horizontal video format. But the advantage is if you're shooting wide, then you can also crop for 1920 height, which is for the IGTV format. So again, if you have 4K, then that gives you a much larger picture, so that you can just crop down to the things that you need from that shot, or you can even do some zooming in, zooming out effects with that. So just be creative. You should just learn to embrace the vertical video format, because as much as it is a new concept, there's a lot of things you can do with it. So I hope this has been very entertaining or useful to you, depending if you're just a viewer or a content creator. So I hope this video has been useful to you. And if you found this useful, or if you just like this video, click on the like button. Make sure to hit subscribe. And as always, keep building and keep flying.
He's just taking lots of photos of surroundings. And turn the picture. Yeah. We will see what it looks like afterwards, but it should be cool. Is it coming back? Oh, it's coming back. I guess it's done. Or maybe we can look at it later at the computer.
Wow.
But
take that, flat earther.